What up, world? It's Wary Team back at it again. Welcome to episode 99. Thank you for all people watching me for the first time. Hope you like the video. Come back and watch my other ones. Maybe you'll find something you like. Thank you for the people who've been with me since I started the channel about almost a year ago. Appreciate you guys for sticking around, watching my videos, liking, comments. Hope you like the content. I'll continue to try to do better videos. Like I said, this is episode 99. Today's topic is going to be musicians that are very good that have been in movies, like not singing roles or whatever, or rapping roles, but actual real movies. I have to mention Elvis because he's probably the one that started all with musicians and acting roles. But most of his movies are musicals. He sings in most of them. But these are the actors that I like in movies that don't have to sing. They don't sing. They let their acting do the talking. It's not a top 10 list, but I think I got like 8 people, and but there's many more. But these are the people that I personally like, and I think they do a fantastic job in acting. My first one is going to be Tyrese. He's a weird dude, but he's a good actor. Turned a good actor turned from musician, started as a musician or whatever. He's a singer, of course. I actually like Tyrese as a musician too. I got several of his CDs, and I stream some of his music. But he's not a bad actor. He's real good. I think his first role was Baby Boy. That's what I remember him in, and he was real good in that movie. I don't know if he was acting like himself, but he was real good. It was a funny movie. Me and my friends still quote that movie to the day. One of my favorite movies, actually. I like Baby Boy. It's a real good movie. Of course, he was in the Fast and the Furious movies. I'm not a big fan of those movies, but he does his thing in those movies. He's been in several Transformers movies, which he did a decent job in those movies also. I'm a big fan of Transformers movies. One of the movies I really liked him in was Four Brothers. I thought he was fantastic in that role. Showed some good acting, good comedic timing. He cried a little bit in the movie. It was pretty good. He did pretty good. So Tyrese is going to be the first musician actor that I talked about. The next person is going to be Ice-T. I remember Ice-T from a long time ago. He was probably one of the first actors first rappers to be in actor or whatever. He was in Break Into the Electric Boogaloo, which I love. He pretty much played himself. He didn't have a big role, but he was still in the movie. New Jack City is probably where most people know him from, where he really broke out. He was real convincing as a cop, street dude, whatever. He was real good in that movie. One of my favorite movies, actually. Him, Wesley Snipes, Alan Payne, great cast, great movie. He was in Ricochet with Denzel Washington and John Lithgow. He had a small role, but he was still good in it. CB4, of course, with Chris Rock. He's actually did voice acting. He was a voice actor too in video games, which I didn't even know. In Scarface, The World Is Yours was a great movie, which is a great game that I loved playing on PlayStation 2. I think it was on Gears of War 3 and Payday 3, and of course he's in the Law and Order TV shows. He's currently on Law and Order right now, still doing his thing. So Ice-T has been holding it down for like at least 30 years, doing the acting thing and rap thing. The next person I'm going to talk about is Ice Cube. Of course, we know him from NWA, but when he jumped into movies, he did a fantastic job. His first role was Boys in the Hood. He was very convincing. Like I said, I don't know if he was playing himself, but he was real good. For that to be his first acting role, he was fantastic, phenomenal. He's eventually branched out. He started the Friday franchise, which people love. I only like the first one. The part 2 was pretty good, but I really like the first one. He did the Barbershop franchise, which branched off to Beauty Shop starring Queen Latifah. He was good in 21 and 22 Jump Street. He didn't have big roles in those movies, but he was real funny when he came on screen or whatever. And of course, he was in the Ride Along movies with the little dude. I see his face in my head. Whatever, the little comedian dude. I forget his name off the top of my head right now. But he's been in a lot of movies. He's done a fantastic job. He's been doing the acting thing for over 20 years. And he really transitioned well from doing rap music to doing movies. The next one is Janelle Monáe. She's a phenomenal singer. But she is an incredible actress. Like when I first saw her in Hidden Figures, I was like, she is amazing. She does a great job to not be an actor. Um, Hidden Figures was one of my is a great movie. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. It's about the first black women to in NASA or whatever. Fantastic movie. She was also in Antebellum, which is a great movie. I don't know if it's great, but it's a good movie. It's a movie I like. If you haven't seen that, definitely go out and watch that. It's a real good movie starring her. It's a lot of twists and turns in the movie, so I definitely recommend it. And she does a great job in that movie. And she was in Glass Onion with an all-star cast, and she held her own in that movie. I can't wait till she starts doing more movies. She's a phenomenal actress, a great singer. Janelle Monáe, she's fantastic. Next one is LL Cool J, who's actually been in it for a long time. We all know him from his music, but he's done a bunch of movies. Even had his own TV show. Any given Sunday, one of my favorite movies. He was in that movie. He played the running back. Him and Jamie Foxx had beef, real beef in real life. But it's a great movie. He did a good job in that movie. My favorite role, actually, by him was In Too Deep, where he played God, like a big time drug dealer. He was phenomenal in that movie. If you haven't seen In Too Deep, definitely go watch it. Omar Epps, no, not Omar, Omar, I can't remember his name, whatever. He was in Mindhunters. I think Samuel L. Jackson was in that movie, but he was great in that movie. And like I said, he was in The House, his own TV show. So he's been around for a while, still doing movies, still doing his thing, still doing the music. He's phenomenal. LL Cool J. Next person I really love and enjoy watching his movies. I love his music. Justin Timberlake. I saw him in this movie called Alpha Dog. This is the first time I saw him act. He was great. And I was like, I can't wait till he gets in more movies. He's been in a bunch of movies, but these are the ones I like. I loved him in Social Network. Even though it wasn't a big role, he had some good scenes. He was real good. He was in a movie called In Time, which is another good movie. And he's a voice actor in those Troll movies, which I don't think I've seen any of those movies, but he's a great actor. I look forward to the movies. He's been in a couple of rom-coms. His Saturday Night Live skits were fantastic. So Justin Timberlake is a real good actor. I think if he really wants to work hard, he can probably get in and picks the right role. He can probably get an award or something, like a big award. Next one I said this many times. Tupac died way too early, 26 years old. But the movies that he made when he was alive were phenomenal, and I truly believe he would have eventually won an Oscar if he were alive today. Juice, one of my all-time favorite movies. He was fantastic, super believable. Some say he was playing himself. We'll never know. He was fantastic in Above the Rim as Birdie. He was great in Poetic Justice with Janet Jackson. Fantastic, and Gang Related, which was his last movie. He was good in that movie too. He was fantastic in all the roles he had. Like I said, I think he would have won an Oscar eventually because he was picking great roles, roles that fit him. He was funny. He had good timing. Gone Too Soon. Rest in peace. Fantastic actor. Also, of course, unbelievable rapper. The next one is Lady Gaga. I've grown to love her as an actor. She is fantastic. I like seeing her in anything she's in. She won an Oscar for A Star is Born, so she already got that on her list. She was fantastic in House of Gucci. She's phenomenal in American Horror Story. She's just a brilliant actor, and I can't wait to see her in the new Joker movie. I think she's going to be fantastic. I don't know if she's going to focus more on movies or music or whatever, but I would hope that she stays focused on the movies because she's a great actress, and I love seeing her in movies. I think the camera loves her. She's a fantastic actress in my opinion. And like I said, she already won an Oscar. She's got multiple music awards or whatever. So Lady Gaga is definitely a top tier musician turned actor. And of course, my last one is Will Smith. He's the pinnacle. He's the top of the food chain. And as far as musical people going to actors, he was a block. But every movie he came out with has made over $100 million. I saw that the other day. He's phenomenal. Like anything he's done. We all know the list. Ali, he got nominated for the Oscar, didn't win. Independence Day was great in. Richard, he won an Oscar. The infamous Chris Tucker slapped that night, but he still won an Oscar. He did the Bad Boys franchise, but they got another Bad Boys movie coming out pretty soon. He was Hancock. That's one of my favorite roles as him as a superhero, as well as in Suicide Squad. I liked him as Deadshot, but I loved him in Hancock, a standalone movie or whatever. I wish they would have made a part 2, but I thought he was good in Hancock. He can do comedy, action, drama, like he was in Hits, the rom-com with Eva Mendes. Fantastic movie. That movie is so funny. Men in Black, of course, 1 and 2 and 3. He's just a great, phenomenal actor. He can do it all. He's like a 3-tier actor, I guess you could say. That's what I'm gonna say. He does drama, he does action, he does comedy. He can do it all, and he's won an Oscar already. So 3 cheers for Will Smith. He's my favorite musician / rapper turned to actor. And of course, he was in Fresh Prince, one of all-time best TV shows on TV. So honorable mention I had were DMX, Elvis. Even though all his movies were like singing movies, I think he was one of the first people that pioneered the move from music to movies or whatever. So Elvis definitely has to be on a list, even though, like I said, all his movies were pretty much singing. T.I., who's progressively got better. He's been in Marvel movies. He was in ATL, which I love. Jennifer Lopez, of course, she's been around for a long time. She's still doing movies. She's not one of my favorite actors, but she does her thing. People actually like her. And Andre 3000, I wish he would do more movies. He is funny. His comedic timing, I think he should do more comedies because he was good in Tropic Thunder, and he was good in the movie with John Travolta. I can't remember the name off the top of my head right now. But I love Andre 3000 in movies. I think he should do more movies because he's a good actor. Also, Childish Gambino. I think he's a great actor. I don't know if he started acting first or if he did movies first, but I'm going to put him on our list, on our honorable mention list anyway, because I like him. I love him in Atlanta, the TV show that was on FX. I love him in pretty much anything he does, and I like his music. But that's going to do it for my list of actors or musicians turned actors in non-singing roles. Let me know who I missed, who you think should be on the list, who you like, what you think of the video or whatever. Thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. You could have been on anybody else's channel and you decided to watch mine for 10, 11 minutes. So I truly appreciate you guys for sticking around and watching. Thank you so much. Have a good one, and I'll get at y'all on the next one later.